Did you know that if you have a family member who dies as a result of an accident in the state of Connecticut, that there's another person who must bring the lawsuit? Hi, I'm Erin Field. I'm a Connecticut personal injury lawyer with a statewide practice covering all of Connecticut. If a person dies, how do they sue? They're not here to talk about what happened and explain to a jury how they got injured. So, this is where the state of Connecticut has determined the proper party to bring that lawsuit is an executor or an administrator. I'll tell you who those people are. A person who dies with a will intact has an executor already appointed in that will to wrap up their business. This is what happens. This is why we have a probate court, is because when someone dies, especially if it's unexpected, there are things that need to be done. So if that person did have a will, the executor is going to be the person who brings the lawsuit against the wrongdoer or their insurance company. Now, what if they don't have a will? Well, that person is called an administrator. So if your family wants to bring a lawsuit, you would go to the probate court and ask the probate court to appoint an administrator because your loved one died without a will. The probate court will appoint an appropriate party, and now it is that party's responsibility to be the point of communication with the attorney. So you're going to have a lawyer that's going to bring a wrongful death claim, and it doesn't mean that you or your family members can't speak to the attorney, but it does mean that the lawyer is going to be relying on the administrator or the executor to be the go-to person when they have any updates or any status that they want to report to the family on how things are going. Maybe the person is the spouse and they were the breadwinner. This happened to a friend of mine. When she was a kid, her father was sitting in his car and for no reason his gas tank exploded. Her mother had 4 kids. They were all under the age of 12. So now where does that leave her? This was the first family that ever successfully sued General Motors and got quite a large settlement from them, because he was a man who was 35 years old and he was the breadwinner in the family and he had a really good job. So instead of that mom having to scrape and maybe go on welfare or things like that, she sued General Motors and she won. So if this is happening to you or someone you know, give me a call and I can walk you through how you get an administrator appointed, or if you already have an executor, why don't you ask them to give me a call. I welcome hearing from you, and I would definitely take some time to have this discussion with you. I'm Erin Field. Thank you.